Hi, Aries. This lunar eclipse is going to be showing up in your sixth house. And this house rules your daily routines and your health habits. So let's expect for these next 6 months, you are going to be having some shifts in those areas of your life. I actually don't feel like this is anything bad for you. The energy that I'm really getting from the cards that I pulled is that you are ready for a new challenge. These are the cards that you got for your reading. You got the Six of Wands, which is a card of victory and celebration and being celebrated. So it's lovely to have that in your sign. And we have the Six of Swords, which is moving to a place of calmer waters, and the Page of Swords. So I feel like what these cards are asking you to do is to step up into a new challenge in these areas of your life, your daily routines and your health and wellness. Perhaps you've been and actually sitting still and taking a yoga class could be a challenge for you. Or it could be that you've been doing a lot of spinning or athletic, aerobic activity, and you might decide to get more into, let's say, it's a little extreme, but hey, you're an Aries, you can handle it, would be more like the area of I'm going to dive into powerlifting. I feel like you've conquered as much as you can conquer in this daily routine in your space. And I really do feel like this is more in your health and your wellness, that you are indeed ready for a new challenge. So you might train for an Ironman or a marathon. I really feel like you don't want to plateau, and Aries wants to rise to the occasion. And I feel like this lunar eclipse is going to inspire you to make some shifts and changes in that area of your life. And honestly, I really don't think these are bad routines at all. I don't think that there's anything that you need to shift out of your life because it's been a bad influence. I just feel like this is simply you being ready for a new challenge. So those are my messages. Happy eclipse. Hi, Taurus. Happy lunar eclipse. This energy is going to be taking up the space of your fifth house, which is your creativity, your home, and your personal joy. And this is really interesting because Taurus, you are in fact a creature of habit. So I know you're really not the biggest fan of change, but I also know that you are also very much a big fan of having a happy home or having your creative energy fulfilled. A Taurus loves to be comfortable. So I would almost say that this is an energy of you having a 400 thread count sheet and you're ready for an 800 thread count sheet or whatever it is. I just feel like something in your space isn't quite working. And I feel like you're such a creature of habit. You've been resisting this change, but this lunar eclipse is going to bring that change upon you. So for your tarot cards, I have the Four of Wands reversed, which is my happy home. But again, I feel like for you, this is not quite the happy home. So there's some renovation that's calling your name. And we have the Two of Wands, which is you searching for an answer to whatever's bugging you. And we have the Nine of Cups, which is a wish fulfillment or feeling very satisfied. So I feel like you're going to get it. So if there's something in your home isn't quite working, or it could be a creative project, and it could be you're just missing some creative nugget with it, or it could be a team or crew that you want to bring around you. I feel like as much as you resist change, you are going to push forth and make it happen. You're going to change something in your home to make it better. And you are going to change something with this creative projects. Again, people are showing up in your space. And that's not really what this eclipse is about exactly. But I feel like you might be missing a certain person with your creative project. And again, you're a creature of habit. And I love you. I got a Taurus moon. But let's just hang on tight because they're shifting. You are shifting and changing for the better with your home and your creative projects. So, and your personal joy, and you deserve to be happy. All right, that's all I got for you today. Thanks, Taurus. Bye. Eclipse to you. This lunar eclipse is falling into your fourth house, and this is your home. This is where you reside. This is your family and your foundation. And I feel like this lunar eclipse is going to shift those areas of your life. This might be a mighty big change for you because you have some pretty intense tarot cards. But Gemini, this is nothing you can't handle. You're mighty Gemini. Stay with me. Here are your cards for the lunar eclipse. I have the Two of Wands. I have Strength, and I have Death. No, nobody's going to die. This is just a major transformation. But the Strength card is saying that this is a transformation that's really been needing to happen in your life for a very long time. Since this is regarding your home and where you live and your foundation, I feel like this might be really pushing you to literally make a move from where you are now. And it's like maybe you've been just sort of rolling with it. You're a Gemini, you can make things work. And I just feel like this lunar eclipse, these next 6 months, something is basically going to push you over the edge. And this might be because of family. Maybe you are too close to your family, or you'd rather be closer to your family. But I feel like there's something about your family and your relatives that have to deal with this energy in your space. And it could also be that there's something in here with the Strength and this Death card. I feel like there's something that you may have made up about yourself that's really not true. It could be something as simple as a playground bully said something to you, you're always sloppy and clumsy, and somehow you made that true about yourself, that you think you're sloppy and clumsy. I know you're not sloppy and clumsy, but I feel like there's some sort of little subtle in your space that you really made up about yourself. And I think you're going to realize that it's really not true. And you're not sloppy and clumsy. You're actually quite graceful and nice and neat, as are a lot of Geminis. So I feel like there's a lot of change in the foundation of who you are, or quite literally where you are living, and you're ready to go to a new space. And this is a really big change. This is a major shift. But you are adaptable, you're quick, Gemini. I feel like you can deal with this. And I think it's actually for you, it might be quite serious. And that's the thing. A Gemini loves to tell a story. They're quick to have a laugh or a joke. But I feel like it's quite a big push for you to make this change in your life. So it's not all like, oh, I just felt the vibe and I wanted to leave. No, you're making some changes because of some big stuff that's getting stirred up in your space. But honestly, with the Strength card, you are ready. And the Death card is, it's just a butterfly. It's just a change. So that's all I have for you, sweet Gemini. I wish you all the best for a merry lunar eclipse. Bye. Lunar eclipse, my dear Cancerians. This lunar eclipse is showing up in your third house of communication. I feel like what it's calling you to do is change the station. Who are you talking to? How are you allowing them to speak to you? How are you speaking to others? Have you been a people pleaser? Have you been a bully? I feel like the way you talk and engage with people is really going to shift, and this could be one-to-one, or this could even be online, how you communicate electronically through your emails or through social media. So for your tarot cards, I have the Two of Cups, which is like more seeing eye to eye, more of a give and take. The Two of Wands, which again, more balance, more partnership. And we have the Chariot, which is a card of like victory, driving things forward. Basically, I feel like you're cutting out the idle chit chat. If this conversation is fluffy, or somebody takes up a lot of energy with gossip or things that just kind of suck up your time, you're really going to put the kibosh on people that are time wasters, especially if they want to talk your ear off, or if they just want to pull you aside and tell you all of their story, but then they walk on and they walk away and they never really ask you how you're doing, Cancer. You're very sweet. That people pleaser energy does sort of show up in your space when I'm thinking of your energy. And I feel like this is really calling you to just trim the fluff, trim the fat with the people that are just taking your energy and not really giving it. And this has a lot to do with the communication. So again, who's calling you too much? Who's talking you too much? Do you literally try this? If you have to, set a timer when you talk to people like that. If you can't completely just cut them out, just set a little timer. Say, okay, I'll give them 5 to 10 minutes and then that's it. I have to go. Because really, you have places to go and people to see and things to do. And all this external fluff or energy taking is just not really going to serve you right now. And your communication, how you draw those boundaries, or how you move forward, move through this lunar eclipse going forward, it's a whole new ball game. So just get ready to speak your truth and stand by it. And I think you're going to be absolutely fine, my dear Cancerians. All right, those are my messages. I'll talk to you later. Bye. Hello, my lovely Leos. Happy lunar eclipse to you. This lunar eclipse is going to be showing up in your second house. And this is your house of your money and your finances. So get ready for a little bit of a closer examination on your self-worth and your values. It's going to really shine a spotlight on, are you overspending, or are you undervaluing yourself or your services? It could be you have been plateauing in a career and it's time for you to ask for more money. Or it could be you realize that your emotional habits are If you're feeling sad, you do a little TJ Maxxing. I know we all do it, but it might be just having you take a closer look at your financial habits and understanding your own value and self-worth. Because Leo, we all know you're worth a lot, my lovely Leos. So for your tarot cards, we have for you the High Priestess showing up, and we have the Page of Cups, and I have the Six of Pentacles, and this actually came out reversed. So what this is telling me is that you may have had some self-esteem issues and some money issues, and you've been keeping them very much to yourself. It's almost like you don't need to be ashamed of having financial questions, Leo. It's very normal, it's very natural, but I feel like it's really showing up in your space right now that you need to just take a closer look. And this lunar eclipse is just going to push you, propel you to do better for yourself. And I think it's really about time for you to know your self-worth and know your value and what really is of value and what you need more of in your life and what you really got to let go of. Yeah, so this is really just telling you, like, are you treating yourself like a prince or a pauper, or a princess and a pauper? Like, and you really are Leos, you are my lovely royalty, and you deserve to be treated like that. So if there's a situation in your life where financially you're not feeling like royalty, I feel like that is about to shift. So those are my messages. I wish you all the best and much abundance to you, my lovely Leos. All right, bye. Hi, Virgo. Happy lunar eclipse. This energy is falling into your first house of yourself and your identity, who you are and who you are presenting yourself out to be in this world. And Virgo, this is huge for you. I know you're a bit of like the earth signs, you do like a bit of a routine, and change isn't that fun. However, Virgos, you are incredibly adaptable to new circumstances and new situations. And we're basically cueing the makeover montage right now. That's what we're doing. Let's take a look at the cards that I pulled for you. Because we start off with the Death card, which is major change, major unstoppable transformation. This is definitely the caterpillar into the butterfly. And we also have the Eight of Wands, which tells me this is actually happening very fast. And I feel like this is not a decision to change that's being forced upon you. This is something that you have decided for yourself to go forth and do. So you're an unstoppable force, Virgo, with this change, with how you're presenting yourself. And I had the Six of Cups reversed. And this is like going back to the hometown, to the old job that you've outgrown. So looking back is not the way. So if you think your answer for life is like, well, I'll go back to where I was before, that industry, that career, who I was before, back to an old boyfriend because I was Mrs. So-and-so. No, 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 no. You were full. You can't, a butterfly can't turn back into a caterpillar. It's over. No, no more squiggling on the ground. It's just, it is you and it is time to fly and there's no going back. And honestly, this Eight of Wands is telling me that you are truly an unstoppable force, Virgo. So I'm excited for you. Change can be a little scary, but I know that you will analyze every step of the way to like minimize any hazards because you're the mighty Virgo. But I'm excited for this new chapter coming into your life. So happy lunar eclipse to you. Bye, Virgo. Hello, my lovely Libras. Happy lunar eclipse to you. This lunar eclipse is going to be shining a light on your 12th house. This is what rules your subconscious and your solitude, your hidden matters. And the cards that I pulled for you, channeling into that energy, is the Queen of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Chariot. Libras, I feel like this energy is calling you to get back on track to who you really are. Libras, you're very diplomatic and you will nice yourself away completely off track because you may have been people pleasing and you have made people pleased so many other people other than yourself that you may have lost track of who you are. This is also calling you to take a bit of an examination into the people and places and the people and situations in your life that could possibly be repeating. Let's say, for example, you are dating and you say, I always date people and they end up being takers and just being takers. And like you date a new person, they seem nothing like your ex. And then you go out with them and sure enough, they reveal themselves to be very much in another form, a taker. What you're going to be doing is you are going to be doing some deep shadow work and some subconscious work, possibly some meditation or some therapies to finally heal and deal from this so you don't repeat any of these cycles again. And for you, dear Libra, this is not a quest for you to go out and do group therapy, because I know you love to do things in groups. This is very much find a one-on-one therapist or a shadow worker or something that you can work with to get to the root of these hidden issues and why they're repeating in your life so you can move on from them, heal and deal. Because look, you have the Chariot, you are going to be fine. I think it's just time for you to shake off some of the, I want to say that, like you have clingers in your space. That's the thing that keeps coming up for me when I talk about your situation. I just feel like there's been too many takers and not enough givers. That's really not necessarily what's going on with this house, but that is the message that I'm really getting. So take care of yourself, dear sweet diplomatic Libra. It's okay for you to fully express what you want and go for it. All right, those are my messages. I hope you enjoy this lunar eclipse. Bye, Libra. Hi, Scorpio. Happy lunar eclipse to you. This lunar eclipse is putting a spotlight on your 11th house, and this is your friendships and your social networks. I feel like the message I'm getting for you is really who's on the squad. Are they junior varsity or are they varsity when it comes to you? Scorpio, I know you're very loyal. When people are in your circle, you have a hard time letting them go, but I feel like this almost might be asking you, are you loyal to a fault? And I feel like you are going to be shifting into another adventure. And honestly, the energy is not everybody is going to be able to go along with you. Because the cards that I have for you is the Three of Swords, which is a bit of a heartbreak. But I have the Page of Wands, which is a bit of creativity, some aspirations, some travel, and the Ten of Pentacles, which is very much your family, your loyalty. And this could also be the people in your life that they're not blood family, but they feel like family. And I feel like with this Page of Wands showing up, there might be some people in your space that are holding you back. And I feel like you may have poured a lot of energy into them, but they're not quite going where you're going. And I feel like for you, I'm just seeing somebody like snipping the coattails or the strings so somebody can go off and fly. I'm picturing a hot air balloon, the sandbags that hold it down. I feel like you might have some sandbags in your social space and they want you, the universe is saying, go be a hot air balloon and go off, have this far off adventure. But unfortunately, again, not everybody is going to get to go. I think you'll make new friends and have new adventures. But again, your social circle is shifting and changing. And I know you are incredibly loyal, and that's going to be a tough thing to call, but really ultimately you have to do what is best for you, my dear sweet Scorpio. So enjoy this adventure. You have some new friends coming in and some old ones just not going to be spending as much time with them, and that's okay. All right, big hugs. Bye. Happy lunar eclipse, Sagittarius. This lunar eclipse is falling in your 10th house of your career and your public image. Who are you? Who have you been presenting yourself into the world? Great, too bad. That's about to change. Okay, here we go. Why? Let's look at it. First of all, I have your energy is so funny. I get so zingy with the Saggies. So for you, you guys have the Seven of Swords, which is sort of not sneaking away, but you got to leave something behind a little bit. And we have the King of Pentacles, which is like a lot of money and finance, which is great for your career. And we have the Hanged Man. So what's happening is, let's say you have been, a company hired you to do a job and you've been doing that job and it's fine. You learn some new skills. And then all of a sudden, this bolt of lightning inspiration might happen. I feel like that's how it's going to happen for you. I'm seeing a bolt of lightning. So this is not going to be a gradual shift. This will be actually quite sudden. You get this inspiration to start a new career or a new business, and you're going to take some of the skills that you've learned other places along with you. So if you are stuck in a job that you really don't like right now, show the gratitude for the career for what it is, and also take stock of everything that you are learning there. Are you learning about marketing or public speaking? It's really going to propel you and help you as you shift your public image, because you are about to change. Let's say you have forever and always been working in automotives. I don't know why automotives, but automotives. And you're like, I'm like the car person, I don't know everything is about cars. You might suddenly switch and go into buying and selling real estate, working on boats. It's like real super shift. Or it might be like somebody who's always been very much behind the scenes, stepping forth and being in the public eye. It's basically shifting how people know you. So I hope you have a discount for a really good business card company, or you know where you want to get your new websites, because I think you're going to need one, Sagittarius, because you have a big shift in your career. And honestly, I think it looks really good. You don't need to know what it is right now. So just like relax and don't run around searching for what this change could be, because the change will show up when it's ready. Again, I'm seeing a lightning bolt show up. So I feel like you wake up out of deep slumber and you're like, oh, I know what it is I need to do. And you go and do that thing. So that is my message for you. I'm so excited, Sagittarius. Let me know what it is in like 6 months. Okay. All right. Bye. Hey, Capricorn, happy lunar eclipse. This lunar eclipse is falling into your ninth house. Your ninth house is your higher beliefs. What do you believe? How do you see the world? And also your higher learning and your travel. And I feel like you are ready to create a whole new world for yourself. At least I hope you're ready for it, because it's coming. So for your tarot cards, I have the Wheel of Fortune, which is destined change and shifts. I have the Devil card, which is being chained to something that you can actually get out of. And also Capricorn, this is you in the tarot deck. And it's okay. It just shows that you can be really tied to your work, like a lot of hardworking Capricorns. So that's okay. And we have the Emperor, which is basically like a whole new level of bossing. So Capricorns, if you're already a little bit of bossing, get ready to boss up even more. But this is going to be bossing up in a whole new world. Let's say you've always lived in the city. You might say, I am going to go and move out, and I'm going to purchase this farm, and I'm going to make it the most creative, successful farm in the history of farms. It could be, let's say you've always been very corporate. You might decide to go full on, I'm just going to be Burning Man 365. I mean, I really feel like there's a whole new identity, and it comes with just changing how you see the world. It could be a feeling of, I have achieved so much, life is short. What is the point of achieving all this if I can't explore the mountains of Peru, or something like that? Or you might decide to go back to school, which can be very exciting. So if you've always been wanting to teach, you might actually like go to school and get your degree in education so you can teach others. So this is really, really exciting for you. So whoever you've been up till now has been fine and lovely. Thank you very much. But dear Capricorn, you are just ready for a whole new world. And I think it looks really good because we have the Emperor at the end. Yeah, you're really going to like this a lot. So good for you, dear Capricorn. All right. Enjoy the lunar eclipse. Talk to you later. Bye. Hi, Aquarius. Happy lunar eclipse. This is showing up in the energy of your eighth house, and that is your shared finances and your transformation. I feel like you're ready to get off the struggle bus. Maybe you've been going on a long struggle bus road trip with a buddy, and I feel like they got to go. Or you might get somebody who's a little bit smarter to be taking over the wheel for a while. But your finances need a bit of a recovery, and it has to do with the people that you are sharing your money with. Who are you contractually bound to? What decisions have you made? Have you been with the wrong bank too long and you can get a better interest rate somewhere else? I really feel like this is a bit of a financial rehab, especially with the people that you share your finances with or who you count on for your money. So right now, I feel like if there's been some bickering in your space, because I have the Seven of Wands, and this is sort of keeping people at bay, maybe you're keeping creditors at bay, or maybe you're just keeping more people asking for money at bay. I feel like this is the Fool just ready to cut off all of this nonsense, because I feel like it's become nonsense at this point. And the Four of Pentacles, I feel like that's you possibly drawing a hard line in the sand, really setting the boundaries with anybody you do share your finances with, because you're going to say like, stop asking me for money. I'm turning off the well, like go make your own way, or like, let's get together and come up with a better plan, because this same routine, this momentum for sharing these finances is kind of like, no, we're ready for that. But I feel like with the Fool, like it's going to be a brand new approach, a brand new way of looking at things with regards to your finances and how you're sharing them with people. And we have the Four of Pentacles showing up. And this is really somebody who's creating a better, more solid financial future for themselves. Yes, you might feel like you're being stingy in Aquarius. I know you like to be very kind and you're very generous, but I feel like you are going to understand the value, literally the value of having strong boundaries, especially around your finances. So enjoy this lunar eclipse. It's going to be an interesting shift, but ultimately for your financial well-being, this is actually a really good energy for you in the long run. It might feel a little funky at first, but you'll be okay. All right, those are my messages. I'll talk to you later. Bye. Hey there, Pisces. Happy lunar eclipse. This is falling in your 7th house of relationships. So, yay, Pisces, buckle up. I know you love to talk about relationships. So, Pisces, this is going to be saying that that energy around your relationships is about to shift. Ultimately, I think this shift is going to be a little mind-blowing. Let me show you the cards that I pulled. I have the Knight of Wands, which I just feel like I just want to say yippee-ki-yay every time I see this. It's fun, it's adventure. Ooh, this is good times. But I also see the Four of Cups, which is a card of dissatisfaction, not wanting to take more on my plate. And then I have the Tower, which is you have something built on a foundation that isn't that firm. It's going to come crashing down. So this lunar eclipse and these cards are really telling me that it's time for you to commit or quit in a relationship. Or if you've been out running the fields and having a good time and flitting from one flower to another, dear Pisces, I feel like you might meet somebody that says, no more flitting. And you might meet somebody that makes you lock it down, which could be very exciting for you if you've been used to having your freedoms. It could also be an energy for yourself that you're a little tired of the freedoms. You might want to find a relationship or spend time with somebody where things are a little bit deeper. Somebody who will be there for you, not somebody who will send you paragraph texts as opposed to emojis. You know, you want somebody who fulfills your heart and your spirit more, somebody who is more of a person. I feel like Pisces, you could be calling in your emergency contact. Yeah. You're not going to, you can't put your emergency contact, from all your Tinder dates. This is a real person who will show up in your space and say, like, are you my emergency contact? Yes or no. And that's what it's going to come down to, whether this is somebody putting the pressure on you to be their emergency contact, or you putting the pressure on somebody else because you are ready for something deeper. So for your relationship space, I think you're heading into a big space, a deeper relationship is going to be coming into your life. So ready or not, Pisces, it's a coming and it's going to shake up your world. So whatever your relationships look like now, I think they'll look very different in about 6 months or less. So those are my messages. Take care, sweet Pisces. Bye.